Hey guys and girls, how's it going? And welcome back to some more Banished. We're here, yes. It's early spring. The trees are starting to flourish and the people are becoming labourers. Even better, because that's exactly what I wanted. Now in the last episode we made ourselves our nice orchards and things. You can see that our orchard here is very nicely growing. Soon we'll have pears growing on there. I think I can already see a few sprouting pears. Very nice. And our villagers are starting to lay down our corn on our crop fields. So good. We had a bit of a crisis in the last one where we started really dipping on food, but as far as I can see, things are starting to work themselves out again. I was a little bit concerned about firewood, but it seems to be going back on the up on the rise, and our food is good, and our population seems fairly steady. So all in all, I think we're okay. We need to keep a close watch on it, and I think we can't go putting ourselves in 10 times too much, as it kind of very quickly there can be a crisis very fast, which we definitely don't want to happen. It would be quite nice though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw one of our guys into here so we can get our quarry actually doing something, which is nice. If we have a look down our list, we have all the herdsmen we need, the gatherers, the fishermen, the hunters, the woodcutters, the foresters, the herbalists, and everything is pretty much full. The only ones that are slightly expendable are people like our miners and our stone cutters. We don't really need those too much as long as we have the food income in, that's all that matters. I think people like this, our tailors and things, they can all work together to allow us to get the rest of the stone and stuff that we need. We can get stuff from down here, which is fine, but we currently have like 450 stone and 189, so we're doing fairly good as far as that is. Now today, we need to start renovating the town. We need to start moving ourselves into the 21st century. Yes, even though we can't really do that because it's a small village in the mountainy region. GeeksVille is not much renowned for its flat screen TVs and its very good postal system. But except for that, it's it's coming along nicely. So we're going to start renovating the paths, and maybe we'll start renovating the houses. We'll have to see about that. It depends on the time of the year. At the minute, the time of the year is probably not... Well, actually, no, it's alright. Spring's not bad for renovating houses. It's when it comes to the winter you don't want to be renovating houses. But let's look at the roads and decide on the ones that we want to renovate. The first one that springs to mind massively as a place to renovate is here. Purely because the roads that we add down, if we add down a stone road, it provides much faster travel for citizens, whereas this one provides faster travel for citizens. And faster travel means we can get our goods from our herbalist and our hunting cabin and our gatherer's hut. We can get them to come up here much faster, and thus we will gather food faster. So let's do that. So we want to upgrade these guys. So we want a stone road that's going to start over here. Bring it down here. I might even put it along here as well. There we go. And we should find that our builder will come down this way and start laying our stone road. Each stone road costs 1 per unit of length, so 1 little square will cost us 1 of our stone. And as we have so much spare, I think we're fairly good. The next area that springs to mind is here. So this area here for getting our stone. So we'll do that, bring that right down. And the same along there, I think. Actually, no, we'll bring it to there. Yeah, we don't need it any further than that. So there's that. The guy's starting to work on our, along here. Where's our builder? Oh, Jeebus, we've got 6 labourers. Where did they just come from? Roland the teacher died of old age. Okay. Wow, everyone's just come out of school. Oh, it's our teacher. Our teacher died. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, that's just gained us 5 labourers. Yeah, I'll take that. I will happily take that. Thus, we'll throw some more into here. So we'll have another person in our quarry. Let's have a second builder, and we'll throw more in here for our iron, so we'll throw another one in here. There we go. And we got 2 left, so let's... what do we need more of? Iron is quite needed, so we'll throw our iron up, and we'll keep 1 labourer spare for if we have anyone die, which I hope we won't, but you never know. It can very quickly turn around, yes. But hey, that just gave us a load of labourers. Unfortunately, though, I don't think they're going to be educated. Oh, they are. Well, look at that. Our labourer is educated. I guess even though they came out of school, they still are educated. That's actually quite handy. I wonder if they still gain the same stats as being faster at doing the stuff they do. Because if they do, then I guess you could throw them... I wonder if that's a bug. Nah, can't be. Maybe. We're going to test that. We're going to wait for a student to come in here. Then we're going to bring out someone, our educational person, our teacher, and see if the student that comes out into our labour force is educated. Because that could be, you know, a little bit handy. So, let's see if these guys have started doing their stuff and whether we've got any roads made. It doesn't look like we do just yet, but we're going to try and figure out where we need roads once more. So I would also like another road, I think, along here. It's a main expanse of town, and it comes in very handy, so we'll throw that one there. And along here is also a huge place for a decent road. I think this whole area here would be really good to have the roads upgraded. There we go, because this is a communal path. They're generally wandering around here doing their thing, aren't they? Cool beans. And let's just double check on our food situation, because I'm keeping a close eye on it at the minute. It's dipped slightly, but that was during the winter months, so I think we're alright there. I have some houses set up ready to start being made. Once they're made, then we can get some new people in to start living in our town, which would be quite nice. And I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to start getting some nomads soon. I haven't got any just yet, but it would be nice if we could. We also have squashes that need sowing as well, so that's another thing that we can get going. As far as our food goes, we could have another one here for our squashes. I think when we do that, we'll have another barn around here, and some more houses maybe. What do you think? Houses? I think houses. Let's give this a test, shall we? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this labourer into here. We're going to remove our teacher. Well, that's going to make 2 labourers, isn't it? Alright, how can we test this? Alright, we've got 3 labourers. That one is not... right, okay, so it doesn't work. Fair enough. We just got another 2 labourers from that, though. You know, I'm going to take that. I will take that. That can go in there. More of that good stuff. So, let's start thinking about upgrading our houses. It's early summer, and now is an extremely good time to be doing it. I think the expensive houses are probably the best houses to be done. Plus, the people in here are fairly old, and they're not little children, so the chance of them dying is a little bit slimmer, hopefully. So, let's go and click on this. Bam. And what you're going to find is they're going to remove their items from inside their house. And then they're going to go ahead and pull it down and renovate it. Now, renovating into town, into stone, does cost, so it costs us 24 wood, 40 stone and 10 iron, but I think we have enough. I think we can deal with that. Oh yeah. And we just had one of our fishermen die, but luckily we had a labourer to go ahead and take care of that one. Take the role of our village fisherman, although we have 6, I believe. Let's have a look. Fisherman, oh, 8. 8, we even have 8. Wow, we have loads. How are we doing? Cool. So that's being pulled down as we speak. We might find when that house gets pulled down as well that we have a little sign up here saying that villagers need somewhere to live. That's generally because they're homeless for a small while as that happens. Yeah, you can see it's now being demolished, and our graveyard's starting to fill up as well. So while that's happening, let's figure out where we want our next farm to be. So if we were to do that, we would have our road along here. So let's pick a road. We'll just go have a regular one for the time being, I think. Yeah, there we go. So we'll have a road there. Should we have it come right around the top as well? Oh, it doesn't really make a difference going around the top. It can't actually do that, can it? So we'd have that there. And then the size of this is... what is that? That's going to be a... is it a 14 by 15 of some description? Well, I guess we can figure that out when we do this. So we would want a... it's not an orchard, is it? Because the stuff that we've got is squashes. Are squashes orchards? Are squashes awkward? No, they're not. Of course they're not. They must be crop fields. So it's here. To here, I believe. So we go with that. Bring it down. Yeah, it looks about right. Okay, so that would be that. Well, we'll let them do that first, and then we'll decide on what we want there. I think we'll throw squashes, because squashes seems, you know, fairly useful. How's our house doing? Oh, our house has been ripped down. Wow, they very quickly did that. They weren't hanging about, were they? Let's tell these guys that we want them to hurry up and finish it for us. We'll increase the priority on this little area here, just saying, come on, guys, waggle the tails and get the things going. At the minute, I think they're a little bit more interested in building my paths. You can see that this one's already pretty much made, which is nice, but I would prefer my house to be renovated. I bet they're going to be well happy having a stone house, aren't they? It's going to be all the rich people that get it first, though. Unfortunately, the poorer people, they're going to have to wait for it. But the benefits of having a stone house is that they are warmer. Yes, so it means that your people are going to need less firewood, and they overall are just going to be more happy chappies, which is quite important when it comes to maintaining your town and making sure that everyone's happy. I think the only other thing that we need to really get everyone happy is going to be a physician, which could be fairly, you know, it could help out quite a bit. Yeah. Oh, I just saw my tailor died. I was wondering why the tailor wasn't there. Getting building. So there we go. We have our first stone house. Look at that. We have Neferon and Tanjane, a new couple that moved in there. They've kicked out the old ones. The 40 and 50-year-old people, don't matter. We'll kick those out and we'll throw in some new people. They've obviously got the dough to be doing it. So that's one of those houses renovated. Should we do this one as well? I think we should. There we go. So you could be renovated as well, which is pretty nice. And we're starting to get our students as well, so we're got another student incoming. So this one's going to be, once the same, all the bits and bobs will be pulled out, and the storage is going to come out. You can see that these guys here, unfortunately, have been kicked out for the time being. We have two people that are without a house, but they soon will, because they should be the guys that buy back their house. I'm not intending on giving the houses away for free. You know, I've gone and renovated the house, so I think they would have to buy it again. Does that sound fair? I think that sounds pretty fair. What have we got? We got chickens, onions, and beans. Oh, I don't really want much of that, if I'm going to be honest. We could have some beans. Do you think the guys want some beans? I think they want beans. So if we wanted beans, then we're going to want... Oh, who just died? A herdsman. Okay. So we want 500 beans, and I'm going to do that with logs. Why do I have logs? We could do it with logs, or we could do it with fish. You know what? They've had a lot of fish for a long time. Let's give these guys some beans instead. There we go. You can go along on your merry way. And did we just lose a herdsman, didn't we? Well, herdsmen are fairly important, so let's grab a herdsman. Yeah, because all our cattle are going to die otherwise. So we'll take a builder and we'll make him a herdsman. I'm hoping my cattle haven't just disappeared. No, they're doing alright. They're producing their beefs and their meats. And how was our last harvest? It was very good. How about here? That's our first harvest, actually. 1,061 pairs. Our first harvest, bringing up to a grand total of 12,000 food and more. That is insane. And this guy is taking a very long time to demolish his house. Wow. Just wow. Oh, there we go. That one's come down. So our builder should crack on now. He's learnt the skills of being able to make stone roads. He made pretty much a whole town hall to himself. So he's very good in the art of building. I think it shouldn't take too long for him to make this second stone house so we can have our family move back in. For the time being, it looks like they've moved in with another small family as they're no longer homeless. Either that or they died. One of the two. But I'm kind of hoping they did just bunker up with another small little family, and they're snuggled in nicely. Yes, remembering the days of when there was only like 6 houses, now we have many, many more. How are we doing? 54% complete, not bad. Not bad at all. And once that's done, I think we'll start building up our crop field and maybe get some more roads set up. Yes, because it would be nice to have more roads done, especially if these guys are going to keep wandering off to the graveyard. You know, it's good to go ahead and remember the dead and stuff, like, you know, they enjoy that. But it would be good to have some stone roads so that they can skip across the bridge a little bit faster to their remembering. Yes. And then we'll build these houses here. I will go with wooden houses to start with, just to get the families up and running. And then we will start renovating the rest of the expensive people's houses into better houses. Yes, how is my firewood doing? We're on 700 firewood. So we had a moment where my firewood dipped down to like 100 for absolutely no reason, and I just don't know why. Let's have a look. Firewood. Yeah, that shot right back up. Did nothing else. Did nothing different. They just had they had a cold winter. Hopefully, with these stone houses being built, though, we're not going to have that again. Yeah. How are we doing with other stuff? Population. Population is growing. Citizens, looking good. Our educated... there we go. See? We've had an education lowdown during our... unfortunately, our teacher passed away. which sometimes can't be helped, unfortunately. And we seem to be always gathering more herbs, so I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, how are we doing, Mr. Builder? 63%? We're almost there. Yes. Okay, should we do the dreaded increase of time? We're going to do it. Here we go. This could go horribly wrong. It seems to be a bad omen that when I push the 10 times, about 50 people die. But I hope we've made it past that time. I hope we can see eye to eye now with the villagers. And they... Oh, wow, he's really getting on with that, isn't he? Look at him go. What? He knows how to build. It's like almost done as well. Bam, there we go. Alright, let's move this down a little bit. Cool beans. Actually, should put it on 5. 5's like nothing once we're used to running on 10 all the time. So we've got a nice... Doesn't that house look nice? Look at that little front area there. I think I would charge double for that, actually. Yeah, I'd charge double for that. And I'll probably charge double for that as well, as it has a nice little terrace area. I will probably charge double for all of the nice houses. Gotta make your money one way or another, right? Okay. So our houses are built, we've got our stone areas being made, our one builder is back again, but at least we have some guys in our stone cutters and our miners, which is pretty nice. We actually have dipped down a little bit on stone, but I think that's because we've been building our stone houses, which isn't too bad. And how are we doing here? We've got a little bit of stone coming in, which is nice. 18 children, 4 students. The children is actually very nice. I think because we've been changing the house situation around, a lot of them have left home, and or they've been forced to leave home, and we've got new families. And you can see that Callie is here, and we have Nafron and Tanjane, and they've just had Cedric. They've had Cedric. How's our trading post? Oh, we've got a trader. We've got potatoes, fish, and beans. I don't think they're going to have any of that, really, because we just gave them beans. Yes. And, oh god, who just died? Our fisherman has died. Jeebus. Jeebus. Let's take one of our miners and make them a fisherman, I think. These guys have had, like, so many jobs. I think they're actually fairly happy with their... the amount of jobs they've got. So before we make the area over there for our new squashes, is it squashes we've got? Squashes? Squash, yes. We're going to start making new houses. Our food situation seems to be fairly stable, and unless we start increasing our village count, we're not going to be able to really get very far. So I'm going to go and unleash this one and tell our guys to start doing that. There we go. In the meantime, he's probably been laying down the roads. We should find that most of the roads around here are made. Yep, this one's all finished. We've got a nice stone path going along here, so these guys can travel a much shorter distance, well, the same distance, but faster distance, to the barns to give out all the food and things. How good, right? Really good. And we don't have any of this made yet, but hopefully we will soon. And what other one did we choose? We did here, didn't we? This one hasn't been made yet. That one's being made as we speak. Yeah. Nice. And we have another stone cutter die. Jeebus. And we've got one in there. Should we split out the iron and stone? Let's do that. There we go. It's just a balancing act, this game. Literally a balancing act. But we'll get the stone roads made around here. You can see that he's now realised, oh, he said make the thing. He said, actually, no, he's disobeying me still. They never listen. We'll get this guy to make this wooden house, and then hopefully we'll get more children, we'll be able to bring in more students, and we have learnt as well that if we really, really badly need people, if stuff goes really bad, we can bring the guys out of school. It's kind of like community service. When the town's going through a bad patch, everyone must drop and become a part of our community service. Are they taking out their... Oh, they're collecting. How nice. Let's have a look. Oh, I think they are. Or maybe that's just the time of the year. It's early summer at the minute, so no, they wouldn't be reaping the rewards just yet, I don't think. No, not just yet. Cool beans, guys. Well, I think that could be that for this episode, yes. We've renovated 2 of our houses into stone houses. We're slowly bringing GeeksVille into the 21st century with stone roads and nice stone houses. In the next episode, I think we'll start working on building up our population. Yes, because it's not really one thing we've spent too long as a main subject. You know, we've done a lot of the things, and a growing population has been something that we've kind of just done as the series has gone on, but we haven't spent an episode really pushing that and doing the good juggling act of trying to make sure we have enough food, clothes and tools for the guys that are being born into our town. But I think we've hit a steady point now where we seem fairly happy. There we go, there's our first housemaid, and the stone cutter has gone straight in there. Yeah, I wonder if we can see the things for these. There we go. So currently, one of the workers that's living here, this is really handy before we finish up, because I think some of you guys might not have seen this. Our herdsman just died. Jeebus. Jeebus. Let's take a miner, make a herdsman. We can't have herdsman not being there. Okay, so here's a little tip for you guys before we finish up. If you hit the path section, and then you click on the service, so let's say our herbalist here, it will show you where the guys live, and you want to try and get them living as close as possible. This is probably one of the worst possible examples of it, because the guys live miles away. Now this is more due to us making 2 herbalists and then sharing out the guys who are working in the herbalists. So I guess that's one thing that you kind of want to watch out for. If we have a look at our, let's have a look at our woodcutter. You see our woodcutter lives down here in the poor man's houses. Our second woodcutter also lives in the poor man's houses. Where does our teacher live? Our teacher is quite poor. Oh, he lives right next door, which is very good. We have our guys here who all live there, which is nice. And these guys live right there. That's really, really helpful, because it means they haven't got far to travel to work. And right next to their work, they have a nice barn. Where does our cleric live? He lives just down the street. Isn't that nice? And we have these. Who lives in the expensive houses? We have... Oh, we have one of these who lives in the... Do you live in there? Do you live in there? Who are you? Oh, we do. Okay, so we have a hunter that lives in there. Nice. And who lives in here? We have... one of the woodcutters. An old trade. Been around in GeeksVille for a long time. Heritage of GeeksVille. The woodcutters. One of the originals. And they've saved their dosh to buy him a nice stone house. What a guy. And these guys around here. And I wonder who lives. It should be... Yeah. And our fishermen. Fishermen. And fishermen. Where do these guys live? Well, they're all over the place. Huh. Insane. Alright guys, well that's going to be that for this episode. Next time we'll work on making our population explode with children and babies and food and stuff. It's going to be fun. I'll see you guys soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good, and as always, Angba.